Hi, welcome to One Word a Day. I'm Sophie, your pilot into the universe of Chinese. We are going to continue our special edition for August, which is 2 Chinese characters a day. Throughout the 31 days in August, I'm going to show you the capacity of one single character, how it can transform and make new meanings by pairing with another Chinese character. And so far, we have come across some big concepts and just expressed by this one character with others. So this one magical word, every Chinese character is probably the magical word, had the capacity to multiply into different meanings, into different domains of life. Okay, it's about the life itself. So it's made of the grass symbol on the top, not exactly grass or tree, it's a plant. Okay, plant symbol on the top, and then the soil symbol on the bottom. So plant growing in the soil, that's a definition of life. If you want to go details, go back to my July 10th video. So today we talk about 生平. We pair this life with 平. I did 平a while ago when we were talking about Xi Jinping, which is the current in the Western world President Xi. Somebody pronounce his name as President Xi, President Z. Well, but it's Xi is the Chinese way. Xi. It's hard to pronounce. It's XI in a pronunciation marker. So in his name, it got this ping character, exactly this one. That can be translated as flat, but here I'm using norm because if you are describing somebody's life's norm, that means, okay, our lives may go up and down, right? But this norm is like this constant characters of us or behaviors of us, something constant in our life. And then we have this ups and downs, right? So that's my understanding of why Chinese character using 平, this particular one, that means flat, or to go with life. Okay, so 平 came from, you can see the top and bottom portion, but both of them are trying to give you the sense of speaking, how the air travels inside your internal speaking organs. So we have this tunnel inside us, right? The air from the lungs pushing out into the mouth cavity. There's a cavity or chamber of the mouth. So this is a sound producing organ or space, right? And then the air from your lungs through the vibrations of your vocal cord, right? And through the combination of or blockage from the teeth and tongues and the mouth, the lips, right? All of these are providing a type of a blockage to the airflow so that in the end, we're getting audibly different sound effect. That's how we can have this combination of vowels and consonants and combine together to make all kinds of sounds, right? And different language have different sounds. It's just like a xi, it's hard to pronounce in English because you don't have such sound. And just like me, correspondingly, like I have a hard time to struggling to get some sounds, and till today probably I didn't get the sound perfect. Okay, so this bottom portion simply means the air from your pipe, and then this first horizontal line means the first layer of blockage. And again, tongue, mouth, and lips, these 3 things, this creating the different control of the airflow so that it come out differently, right? And then the top portion, I would view the first horizontal line almost like the world. It's like the air, after traveling through the blockage, it finally goes out to the world. And what's the widest thing in the world? The sky is a limit. So it's our skyline. So oftentimes in Chinese, we have this top horizontal line, almost like automatically. It's if you see one horizontal line in the top of the frame of Chinese character, very likely that means sky, right? So I would like to view it that way. And then we have this hyperbole shape. That means the airflow from your pipe going through the sound effect creating organs of you, right? Going out, and it's going to be distributed evenly, like a left and right, kind of symmetrical. It's spreading out. It's not like punctual. It's not focusing on only one direction. It's going out so that the whole world. I mean, not true, right? Because our sound are going to diminish through time and space, and so it's not going to be heard by the guy next door. So, but this effect of the sound from your pipe once out of your mouth are going to be spread out like that. And that was used to depict the evenness of the tone, because I guess at the beginning of the language creation, the speaking function of the language, like language creators, as at least so far I have seen in the icons and labels, I mean, images on this Chinese characters, a lot of them are going back to the speaking function. Probably that's the day-to-day life of us as language users. We have to speak it besides writing it, right? So this how we speak was explored a lot in this language, creating meaning from the act of speaking. So this act of speaking, spreading out of air evenly, then become this concept of calm, like calm down. Like when you're calm, your voice are going to be even, your tones are going to be more even, right? So this evenness, this normalizing, this calming concept all can come from this 平, this single character. So now when we have this flatness or evenness or calmness paired with 声, then I would see it's most likely, or most appropriate to see this character instead of being flat, right? Or being calm. That doesn't really make sense in this context. This character means being the norm. So as I said at the beginning, that wave sign, that life's ups and downs, is a kind of vicissitude. I seldom use that English character, vicissitude of life. That means the sine waves of life. Then there is this constant. You have your axis through life, something that's unchanging, something that defines you. And it's almost like you can use that to predict or even to respond to a certain situation, right? So that constant, I call it as norm, so life's norm or life's constant. But actually in combination, this 生平 means biography, means describing or summarizing one's life. I guess kind of like summarizing the constants in this person's life. And of course, that person is going to have ups and downs. Even if we use a 生平, means the flat part of this life. But in actual practice, biography, writers, either it's autobiography like this Shoe Dog by Phil Knight, which I read, it's a fun read, or like other people writing about somebody else's life. Like people like to dramatize, like to make that bigger sine wave, the more dramatic, like falling hard and then rising, like having big comeback. That's more exciting. That's what other humans would like to see in the potentials of bouncing back or the potentials to reach high after much drama and effort. So that big sine wave actually are what biography, at least stylized to be. Versus in Chinese, it's the norm, the constant, the calm part of life that we capture in this translation. So I think that's an interesting twist of what it is about. When we hear Chinese users hear 生平, almost like the blend part of that person, like born, death, year, and where that people go, like the basic facts, like a factual. Yeah, the factual, the constant, the factual part of human life instead of the fictional, this, the visualized or this, dramatized depiction of somebody's life. So this is Chinese 生平. This is English biography. All right. Passion to the currency of thinking about one word a day with Sophie. See you another day.